welcome you all in my YouTube channel. So I will discuss a brief case of a female patient who beautifully got cured with homeopathy single dose remedy, and she was very anxious and fearful regarding her state. Actually, she called me up and asked me that, ma'am, can you treat my problem? She was full of anxiety and her pitch was also fearful. She was anxious. So I asked her, what happened? Why are you troubled? She said that I am having bleeding from last 3-4 days, and I visited gynecologist also. They have given me medicines, but that has not helped me, and still the bleeding is going on. Can you treat it? Have you treated it before? So I consoled her and told her that come to clinic in visit clinic in evening and bring your reports also, your ultrasound reports also along with you. So she came and she brought up the reports also, and there were multiple ovarian cyst, also the nabothian cyst in the cervix, in the uterus also. So she was very fearful. She said that I never had this type of problem. This bleeding is unstoppable, and this is not my menses timings, as menses have already completed off, and in between this after 10 days again this bleeding has started, and this is not getting resolved. Then I asked her that any trouble or any other concern, any other worry, any other thought. She was continuously asking me, can you ma'am treat it? Have you treated it before also? Have you seen this type of patient earlier also? So she was full of confusion. She was in dark. So I took the first rubric, anxiety dark in. Second rubric, I considered anxiety fear with, because she was fearful. While she was giving me the case, when I asked her about the history, her childhood period and her education, she was very confident. She was saying that I used to come always first in my class. I was always first in this thing. I can perform this thing very nicely. I can do this very good. So I felt a sense of wealth in her tone, that she was describing that she is very good, her ability is very good, she can do this, she can do this. So I took the third rubric, delusion wealth of, because in case I found this at many times, that she has repeated these lines that I can do this very much in a good way. I was very best in it. So I took this rubric, delusion wealth of. Then she added in case taking that she is very much fearful because her cousin too had the same problem. So she is fearful that the same might can happen with her too, because her cousin was diagnosed with a serious problem and then she got bedridden, and so that the another rubric I took, my horrible things, sad stories affect her, because she was affected with that story of her cousin, and she was imaging on her life that I could also be the way as she is getting suffered now. I too can also get the same suffering. Then I asked her that, do you always search on the Google or read about these problems? Then she said, yes, I keep on reading about this disease and problems on Google, on medical books. So I considered the sixth rubric, reading desire to read medical books. So considering this all six rubrics, calcarea came first, and I gave her calcarea 1 ml, only one single dose. After that her bleeding stopped. She called me up the next morning and said that bleeding is completely stopped and she is not having any pain. Her menses started after that 20 days, and this bleeding in between never happened. After 2 months. I'm not properly sure, but 2 months or maybe 70 days after, when she went again for ultrasound, the reports were normal and there was no cyst in the report. So that was the achievement of homeopathy in this case. So I thought of sharing this case. Keep learning and sharing, and do post the comments, and please subscribe my channel.